And welcome back. Clemson shocked #1 Alabama last night, rolling over the Crimson Tide with a score of 44-16 to win the NCAA football championship. Alabama was favored to win the game, but Clemson's defense stopped the high-scoring Tide and even scored the first touchdown of the game with an interception return. Number two Clemson had a commanding 31-16 lead by the half, and the Tide never came back. Clemson is the first team to win the college football playoffs with a 15-0 record. And right now, Sean Brown joins us right now with more on this game. What an amazing game.
Yes, sir.
Well, what's the history with these two teams over the last few years?
Well, recently, these teams have met in the playoffs, college playoffs, 5 times. As of last night's game, 4 times for the championship. Alabama had the best of that, winning 3 heading into last night's game. Winning 2 out of last night's game.
Yeah.
Going into the game. After now, they're 2-2. Clemson's was very hungry heading into the game, obviously because of the wins that Alabama was able to win. But now the score is even, and it's just a great game.
Well, I tell you, and we have so much to look forward to next year as well.
Yes,
now, Alabama was #1 and Clemson #2. What made the difference with the win for Clemson?
Trevor Lawrence, the 6'6" true freshman out of Cartersville, Georgia. The guy's poised in the pocket, able to make every throw, just stayed poised the entire game. And then, of course, that defense. First of all, Trevor throws for 347 yards, 3 touchdowns, just cool, calm, collected. And then that defense, no team all season was able to hold Alabama's offense to 16 points.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6. Your defense gains momentum. And they just, pounded the whole game. Yeah. Pounded. At the half, they come back from the half. Dabo Swinney, head coach Clemson, says, hey, score 0-0. Let's keep pounding, and that's what they did. It's that simple. It's that simple.
So what happened to Alabama? They didn't seem to be able to get it together.
Well, when you throw 2 picks in the first half, Tua Tagovailoa, Alabama's quarterback, last year was amazing. This year coming back, stayed poised. But 295 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. One that led for a pick 6, and of course the other was another scoring drive. You kind of lose momentum after that. It's hard to bounce back after that. Yeah. Your defense couldn't quite get into a rhythm in the second half. They scored no points in the second half. So it's just really hard to come back after that. And of course, Clemson's defense just continued to pound it. The game plan was simple. Let's disrupt Tua. And stop the run, and that's exactly what they did. And Alabama just did not have an answer in the second half.
Well, I tell you, they sure did not. Well, we were talking about the coach of Clemson. We want to hear exactly what he said following the game, what he had to say about how this would happen. Let's take a listen.
You can't write a Hollywood script like this. Only God can do this, and that's a fact. And people may think I'm crazy or quacky or whatever, but only God can orchestrate this.
Only God can orchestrate this. It sounds like he's got a very strong Christian faith.
He does. You could hear it. It resonates out of him. The players love him. After the game, one of the players said, hey, man, if you're thinking about trying to come to a school, if you want a coach that's in the locker room that the players love, that's in there dancing it, dabbing, getting it in, Clemson's a school for you. They love him. He's charismatic and God-fearing. And I'm big up to Coach Swinney and the Clemson Tigers for this win, because it was just a tremendous victory.
And when it comes to players and leadership on the Clemson team, they're young, so we've got at least 2 years of good stuff to look forward to.
They'll be back. I think both of these teams may see each other before these 2 quarterbacks graduate, at least before Tua graduates. They may see each other again. There's a big future for both of these programs.
All right, Sean Brown, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Good to see you.